Play is about the visit of Prince Edward in 1919 when he came to Canada, and the relationship that he formed and falling in love with a local Galt girl by the name of Millicent Milroy. I guess I would say it's a lighthearted look at the romance between Prince Edward and Millicent. There are some very funny moments, there are some very poignant moments. So yeah, it's a fun show. Absolutely, yes. I think there's something for everybody. We get to see the prince at his best and his worst. We've got a great set that, so I think everybody could come and enjoy the show.
Millie is an interesting character with, I would say, an edge to her, a prickliness that overlies a very soft spot. She is witty, bright, a little uncouth potentially, and learns to open up over the course of the play. We're fortunate enough to have Millie take us, the audience, on a real roller coaster ride, and certainly feels that way playing her as well, from the really low and sad, even tender moments, all the way through to love, elation, excitement, and everything in between. So really it's a fun but challenging character to play, and I hope that the audience enjoys the ride.
I chose to be the director because Gord said, will you be the director? What I like about the show is just the way we're able to bring a little piece of history to life. I like the way that our characters, our cast, grow into the characters they're portraying and actually become those people. And it's really been a great experience to see that happen. As they get more comfortable in their skin, so to say, and can actually start being those people. It's been a really good experience. The cast have been amazing. Their dedication to learning their roles, learning their lines, has made it very easy to be a director. I've got Dylan Shumka-White as my stage director. It's always amazing working with him. This is our second show together, so that's been a great experience. Our set elves built an amazing set for us, so that helps everybody feel a little bit more at home. Yeah, you expand your circle of friends, and it's sort of interesting when you see the connections, not only between the people in the show here in Kenora, but we have a cast member who was born in Galt, so the story sort of speaks to her. We have props that we discovered were made in Galt. So that when you start to see those connections, it really forms some lasting friendships and relationships.
So I entered the world about 1 kilometer away from the train station that's portrayed in the play. So that notion of serendipity coming into this whole production, that was the first one that spoke to me. So I know the landmarks. I tried to convince my brother to go and take some pictures at the actual monument that exists. So I would call it my old stomping grounds of sorts. So I knew nothing about the play other than the title. And then I think assumed that we were talking about a different Galt, because I'm sure there's many around the world. So then good old Google brings us by to look up, who is this Millicent Milroy? And I had never heard the story, despite growing up in Cambridge and the Galt area. Never had heard the story, so got to delve into that bit of history. And I asked family and friends, they had never heard of it. So now everybody knows.
I think it's, as I said, it's a really important part of our community. We have people who have been in a lot of TryLight shows. We have people who are in their first TryLight show. And regardless, you always see the cast comes together and become fast friends and almost like another family. And that to me is a very rewarding experience for everybody.
So I didn't know everybody beforehand. Been fortunate enough to meet Claire, who plays Mona, this is her first production here at TryLight. And I have to say, this relatively small cast has grown quite close very quickly. I don't think any of us are looking forward to the denouement after the play is done and saying so long, not goodbye to each other. It has been that's actually been one of the most rewarding things about this, is the development of the relationships and trust, and that we have each other's back, both here on the stage and probably beyond. The people, first and foremost, the people you get to meet, seeing all the work that happens and the really, really significant dedication people have to the project. I love getting to do something different and really wear a different face than I normally do in public. And just looking at art as a way of getting to know oneself, getting to know each other, and sharing in it in a way that I don't think you can do in many other ways in the community. At TryLight, we also get to learn things about people that we didn't know. We all have a face in the public, and then to realize that we often have different faces here, which is lovely to be able to share with each other and maybe some of the public.
I think really just having it all come together, like as you're working through it, you kind of go, there's something that I like about that, and there's something over here but then when it all comes together in the final product and you see it, it's something that we can all be very proud of.
The audience will come to understand the deeper pieces. Like, we all hide things, and we all have public faces, as I said, and not so public faces. So that exploration of the audience and Milli getting to learn about who he really is definitely worth the watch. So this play, as I said, is quite a roller coaster, and I think there's a little bit for everybody in it. Everything from laughing. There are cinnamon buns involved as well at halftime, should people choose. I think they'll relate to the characters, perhaps in ways they don't really understand. And even though Prickly Milli may not be the most lovable off the bat, I think they'll learn to be enamored with her. And the fun of Mrs. Milroy and the other characters we get to meet along the way.
It's a TryLight show, and TryLight shows are always good. Even if people have never heard of them, they're always a good show. So I think it's a really good community event. It's good value to come and see a couple of hours of really good local theater.
The show runs April 20th to 27th. There's a mix of matinees and evenings. There is a pay-as-you-go on one of the evenings. Don't ask me which one. And we are dark one night. So it is a week's run with lots of opportunity to see it. I hope some people come more than once and see how the show changes night by night, because the energies are always different. We may, on occasion, flub a line or two, and people can watch us wrestle our way through it to deliver an amazing show. Online
at the TryLight Theatre website, you can purchase tickets there. We do have box office here at First Baptist Church. I'm not sure what the hours are, but that would be on the website as well. So you can either come and purchase tickets in person or online at the website. There is an opportunity for people to live stream, watch the show. So that'll be on our matinee performance on Sunday the 21st and on our Friday night performance on April 26th. I would encourage everybody, come out. This is a very welcoming environment. It's an opportunity for everybody. So whether you want to be on stage, whether you want to be behind the scenes, we'll probably be looking for board members in the near future. There's always something that people can do, and it's a great way to build your community. Oh goodness, if anybody's hesitant, just come. This is the softest nest to fall into. There's no judgment, this really is a kind and welcoming place, and we'll walk you through whether it's the actors on stage with you, the backstage crew. It's a great place to get your feet wet, to learn about the names of the parts of the stage or the numbers on the lighting board. So come out if you're at all interested, because it's a really, really great way to get to know people you might not have otherwise met.